this is Bashir Tootin.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The Jaguars sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. But these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Jalen Knoll deep for Houston.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4. Stroud looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Finding room at midfield.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10. Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Elijah Higgins, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
That's complete. It's Collins. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. First and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Stroud.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Stroud off the play fake.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Will Anderson. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Finds Pickens out right.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Lawrence. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
from the gun. Lawrence.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 42.
They'll look to throw again. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Final play of the half, Stroud. Here's one deep for Pickens.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Stroud.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stroud out of the gun here.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Oh, he's going to have the first down and then more.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Noel, 45 yards. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Down right around the 25. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Stroud. Completes this one to Pickens. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Texans.
And Stroud now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mixon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Finds Tootin out of the backfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Hunter, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
22.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, six-point game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Down the sideline he goes.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
Again, it's Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Darren Stingley picks it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Stroud back to throw.
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw with Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Lawrence. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Lawrence.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Cam Little on for the Jaguars field goal.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Back to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tootin is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's back to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
Huge play there. Now to use that timeout or try to hustle it up.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Stroud looking to change the play.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
To about the 26 here.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Houston, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so funky, so right. It's so right. It's so funky, so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot,